Hey, good morning, all. It's Tim Johnson, Johnson & Johnson team, really, just interviewing Dan and Dan. What a coincidence. So, just wanted to ask you guys are relatively new agents. How are the leads? How are you finding the quality of the leads, the quantity of the leads?
Quantity is more than I ever expected. As a realtor coming from a different association, whenever someone would say leads, you kind of had a, uh-oh, what am I getting? But here, it's different because someone's actually contacting the individual, they're filtering out exactly who they are so that by the time it comes to us, it's a qualified, warm-bodied lead. It's not a cold call. It's a warm-bodied lead.
Great. And what he's talking about there is our ISA, an inside sales agent, and she gets all the leads. And actually, we just hired a new ISA. I didn't tell you guys. I'm going to tell you that in the meeting. We just hired a second ISA, and then so she's going to, again, they make all the calls and set up the appointments, and so you guys just have appointments or warm leads. What about you, Dan? From the time you wrote your first deal, I think it's closing next week, but what's kind of the time frame from the time you wrote your first deal to the first closing, getting paid, that kind of thing?
Well, again, it was a lead that I got from Johnson & Johnson, qualified lead. I took a listing. It was on the market approximately 2 weeks, maybe 10 days to 2 weeks.
Okay.
And we got it under contract, cash sale. Be closing on the 30th next week.
Perfect. Okay. So start to finish, like 30 days?
Less than 30 days.
Okay, great. And how about the training? Careful, because I'm in charge of the training, right, guys? How about the training? No, seriously, on the Monday morning meetings, are these beneficial or are they, a waste of time?
Very beneficial, very beneficial. Unlike other sales meetings that some may be accustomed to, where you're pretty much looking at your watch thinking, okay, how fast is this going to last? Okay. It's actually good stuff because there's more of the tactical, more the strategic, and how to present offers, perhaps how to take listings, the VIP contracts. I mean, there's really a structured way of securing and really generating that goodwill between you and the buyer or even the seller.
Yeah.
Well, I think the training's very unique. Having been in real estate for some time, compared with the other major brand like franchises, the training here is very out of the box type of thinking. It's very successful. I guess it's geared to making you successful is what I want to say.
Yeah. Great. Well, yeah, I mean, last week we talked about how to raise your minimum commission, and Richard even did that. Richard's not here this morning. He's actually out showing property. But he actually did that on a client and said, hey, I'm happy to represent you. This is my minimum commission. This is what it costs to hire somebody of my caliber to get you this property. And the guy said, absolutely, well worth it. Sign the contract. Okay, well, thanks very much, Dan and Dan. This is Tim Johnson, Johnson & Johnson team signing off. Thanks for watching this quick video.